Anthony Juice Majusiak.
Mackie Outlaw.
You don't know my middle name, do you?
Lee.
That's right. Mackie Lee. That's the only normal part of my whole name, Lee.
Yeah.
So are you Michael or what's your middle name?
Thomas.
Thomas. I knew it was something good in
I'm a junior.
Anglo-Saxon. You know what I mean? So, but Junior. So tell me, Junior. I know you've been hunting.
Yeah, if you want to call it that.
I've not got one piece of deer meat yet. So tell me about this.
No.
So
it's been disastrous. Murphy's Law followed me out the first day. Mm-hmm. Like going up to the lease. You have to have a four-wheeler to get up there. I mean, the terrain's terrible. It throws you all over the place. The custom rifle that I built, the strap broke on it. I had it slung over the sling. Mm-hmm. The sling swivel broke. I lost the rifle. It fell down, hit the scope on the frame of the ATV, bounced up, fell on the ground. That was the first 5 minutes.
And this is not a 1980s Unerdle, right?
No.
You could beat them with a tank. And
yeah, it's a Bushnell scope.
Just went out the shelf.
Yeah. Oh, man. That was the first 5 minutes of Murphy's Law and my very first day out hunting this year.
Okay. Did you see anything?
Yeah. Nope.
Really? Just groundhogs and squirrels, right?
Yeah, 2 squirrels, 2 fat squirrels that almost got it. But I didn't trust my rifle, so once you bang the scope around, you're pretty much done for the day.
Did you try it again? You shot it since you banged it?
Yeah, but...
Is that what the picture you sent me?
Which one?
The one of the grouping where you had a good group?
No, that was that other one. That's the one I kind of made a civilian rifle. That's when I was doing SWAT and we went through your sniper course and everything.
Is that the one where we broke the bolt or the bolt handle?
No, that was actually their agency one.
So we didn't break
mine.
We can break their stuff. Right?
Yeah, so we didn't break my stuff.
Yeah. So bad luck, huh? But you're not giving up, right?
No, I got the whole season to go.
How long? When does the season end?
March, I think.
So you can tell I'm a big hunter juice. So
yeah.
I do not hunt. So.
Yeah, I'm just getting back into it, though. Mm-hmm. So
right. We don't let people hunt around here much either.
Yeah, I know.
We don't want them to confuse a horse for a deer.
I wouldn't do that. But like we discussed before, y'all named the deer already. Your wife did. So there's no hunting those deer. Those are now pets.
Named and stuff.
Yeah.
But if somebody shot one of those horses,
it would not be good.
She would stab them. I'd have to go get her out of visit her in prison on Sundays and stuff. You know what I mean? Go down to Tutwiler.
Well, the good thing is she'd be running the prison.
Yeah. Yeah, she'd run things.
Yeah. But,
I don't know. She might not. She'd probably just hang out and get peace and read a book or something.
No, she'd be running that prison.
Yeah, because they're not the smartest bunch in there.
No.
So
she would have them all bringing her cigarettes and honey buns.
She'd gain weight in there, wouldn't she? So.
Honey buns and Cokes.
All right, Juice. So we got a good one this morning.
All right, what do we got?
It is Thursday morning.
It is early Thursday.
When you get off this week? Do you get off Friday?
Friday morning, yeah. So
somebody's pinging you. Are you in the FBI?
No. But it's a federal agent that's pinging me right now.
What's he want? Or she?
I can't say because I don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't know if they're after me or whatever. So.
No.
Okay.
If they are, I'm going to tell them I know you, though.
All right. Do a little side work for them.
Yeah.
So this morning we got a Innocence Project case. Now this one came out. The article was written on November 26th. And this is about Jimmie Chris Duncan, released after 27 years on Louisiana's death row.
Yeah.
I know you read the article.
Yep.
I'll read through this and then we'll get into it a little bit.
Okay.
This has got some scumbags in it.
Yeah. It got a couple.
Mr. Duncan was wrongfully convicted of a crime that never occurred based on now discredited bite mark and forensic pathology testimony from notorious quote-unquote experts Michael West and Stephen Hayne. Maybe Hayne, I'm not sure. People love to correct. So we could be talking about the death of a family, but they want to correct your grammar on social media. But anyway,
yeah.
All right. This is in Monroe, Louisiana, where it's written. Jimmie Chris Duncan was released on bail today after 27 years on death row at Louisiana's Angola prison following a wrongful conviction for a crime that had never occurred. So if he's released, why is he on bail?
I can't answer that.
Shouldn't he just be free, right?
Well, he should be.
Mm-hmm.
Are they, unless they're going to try him again for something.
He did something else maybe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In May 2025, Judge Alvin Sharp of the 4th Judicial District. Okay, this is Louisiana Indian words.
Right.
Alchita.
Okay.
Alchita. Ucha. I'll say it all the three ways. Oh, this county,
Somebody's still going to correct
this parish, and ruled that the clear and convincing evidence proves Mr. Duncan is factually innocent in the alleged murder of Haley. Here's another one. Oliveaux. Olveaux.
Oh,
Oliveaux.
throwing out that Frenchie stuff.
We'll just call her Haley. How about that?
Right.
This girl, young girl. A charge that was based entirely on junk science proffered by discredited forensic analysts Michael West and Stephen Hayne, who are responsible for at least 9 other wrongful convictions.
Ooh, imagine
How
that.
about that? Judge Sharp also found that Mr. Duncan's trial attorneys failed to provide effective assistance of counsel. Following a 3-day hearing in July, Judge Sharp granted Mr. Duncan bail, allowing him to be released while the state appeals the order overturning his conviction. Okay, so the state is appealing it. All right, so that's why he's on bail.
So that's why he's on bail.
He probably didn't get much. But it says here, this is Mr. Duncan's Innocence Project attorney. You ever read much about the Innocence Project?
Yeah, it's a good organization.
They do good stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get a little political, but I think for the most part, they do good things.
Yeah.
But Mr. Duncan's release marks a significant step forward in his decades-long fight for justice, but the fight is not over. Mr. Duncan was wrongfully convicted based on fraudulent forensics of doctors Stephen Hayne and Michael West, woefully ineffective defense counsel, and the state's patent misconduct. Mr. Duncan's incarceration was a gross miscarriage of justice. His execution would have been a moral outrage. Okay. Before we get started, I'm not an anti-death penalty guy.
Neither am I.
I just think we need to be killing the right people.
Right.
So this is one of those cases where if this would have just been buried, this guy would have killed the wrong guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I'm all for it, putting the ones that really did it, and there's absolutely no doubt in your mind. There's video evidence. You see it. Mm-hmm. I'm not opposed to them going to the front of the line in the express lane.
They got DNA on the body of the victim, those kind of things, right? Yeah. Sometimes those are a little sketchy too, though. So depending on the circumstances. But typically, if we get a case now and the defendant says, hey, my DNA was on the body, I won't even take it. I'm like, you're wasting your money, because what are we going to do here? You know, you're wasting your money. Just take it. You know what I mean? So most lawyers won't take it either if there's DNA on the body either. So unless there's some DNA questions, like the handling of the DNA and those kind of things, which I can't get into because they won't give me access to that information.
Of course not.
But all right, here we go again. The court's order to grant Mr. Duncan bail was welcomed by his family and many of Haley's surviving relatives, including her mother, all of whom have declared their public support of Mr. Duncan's innocence and release. Mr. Duncan had no criminal history, much less of the heinous acts for which he was wrongfully convicted. Adding to his lack of past criminal record, his role as a GED, good enough diploma tutor, and others on death row, and his longtime devotion to prison ministry program highlight the positive influence Mr. Duncan has had during 3 decades of incarceration. I got a question.
No, not really. I mean, when they're on the row, I mean, there's stuff that goes on, but it's not like when you're in GP.
The death row case we got working, I talked to him some, and he just kind of hangs out in the cell. And if they've been good, they get to watch TV. They'll pull the football games out on Sundays and Saturdays, and, put a TV out so they can all see it. Yeah. If you're still in your cell, you're just hanging out,
Yeah, you only come out an hour a day.
He said they have pretty good chow in there and stuff. But anyway, I don't know. He said down in Florida where he's at, they have a different chow hall. They eat the employee chow because the inmates aren't allowed to make their food or whatever. Yeah. So they get pretty good food. So
well, they can hire the inmates if they don't want the state to do them in.
Right.
They'll hire another inmate to complete the task.
Even on death row?
Yeah.
How do they get to them?
Oh man, again, you got crooked officers that'll let them pass notes back and forth, other inmates, phone calls. There's all.
But if they're in the cell for 23 hours,
you still get to.
How do you get hands on them though?
Still get to use the phone. They pass notes in the trays.
Yeah, but how do you kill the guy if he's in there 23 hours a day?
There's ways you can do it. You can send poison over.
Okay, that's an in-depth planning going on there. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Or they could be getting ready for a move. Not all officers keep their mouth shut. They'll tell the inmate, hey, we got to move you Thursday. So whatever you got in there and clean up, they kind of know, and they can get word out. So they could be on a transport and get taken out. They could be walking to medical,
right?
Fake a medical injury.
Because medical is all the same for everybody, right? So
yeah, now not everywhere is like that. There's some that have medical staff that will just come right over to the row and take care of them so they don't get released.
Right.
But there are some places they'll pull them out, they'll shackle them up, and a couple officers take them and escort them. But you're still everybody can be got, is what they say. Everybody.
Okay. All right. Cool. I guess not cool, right?
No.
So this guy was lucky. Man, he don't appear like he had many enemies. He was kind of kept his nose clean and did the right thing. Okay, let's go down here. This is about the accident, what got him pinched, right? It was in December 18th, 1993, while his live-in girlfriend's 20-month-old daughter, Haley, was in the bathtub. Mr. Duncan briefly stepped away and returned to find her unconscious. He tried to perform CPR and rushed to the neighbors for help who called paramedics. Doctors were unable to revive Haley, and she was pronounced dead at the hospital within the hour. Shocked and grief-stricken, Mr. Duncan, who's always maintained his innocence, gave 2 statements to authorities, both of which align with the investigation conducted by the police and are consistent with current scientific understanding of the evidence, as demonstrated at the 2024 hearing. All right. So it's like a tragic accident.
Right.
Let's talk about it more. In the weeks prior to her death, Haley suffered from the final injury stemming from a fall that resulted in multiple skull fractures and a hospital stay for nearly a week. So she was having seizures and would fall out on the floor, and she cracked her noggin during one of them. So she was having some medical issues.
Yeah.
Returning home just 2 weeks before her drowning, these injuries increased her risk of subsequent seizures, which could be triggered by, among other things, warm baths. But who knew, right? However, none of this information demonstrating the accidental nature of her drowning was presented at Mr. Duncan's trial. So none of that was presented. Her prior health?
That's a crappy pretender.
Yeah. So I've seen them where you had shooting where it was like obvious somebody got shot and they still looked at their prior health. All their medical records got pulled out.
Yeah.
Everybody, Mackie here with ShadowNet Investigations. I'm the lead investigator, and I'm here to let you know that we conduct premium digital forensics. Whether you're looking to recover deleted data from phones, tablets, computers, you name it, give us a call and we can help you out in recovering that data. Or if you think you're hacked, we have the tools and expertise to help you figure out who's hacked you and to find out how it happened, whether you need help with any digital forensic situation, recovering deleted data, hacking situations, or any questions you have about digital forensics, give us a call, 866-910-7499. That's a free consultation at 866-910-7499, or visit us at shadownetdigital.com.
It's like you have a heart attack and they blame COVID.
Mm-hmm. So they can boost their numbers?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to get in trouble for that juice.
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, the Coke boat ones. We got some comments on that one.
Oh, well.
So. That's fine.
Did we really?
Yeah, I will talk about it.
Okay.
So here's the false forensic evidence that came up. On the day of the accident, Haley's body was transported to Jackson, Mississippi to be autopsied by Dr. Hayne, maybe, who enlisted his business partner, Dr. West, a forensic odontologist, a tooth man, right, to help identify what he claimed were potential bite marks on Haley's body. Following a cursory visual examination, Dr. Hayne concluded that Haley had been bitten and sexually assaulted at or about the time of death and immediately reported his theory to law enforcement.
Did you say he was an oncologist?
Odontologist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tooth guy. Yep.
Don't have my hearing aids in today.
A dentist. All right. You want to wear the headphones?
No.
Okay. In a shocking videotape experiment, the following day, Mr. West pressed molds of Mr. Duncan's teeth into Haley's body, creating the bite marks, later matched to Mr. Duncan's teeth at trial. Neither the state's testifying expert agreed that the bite marks matched Mr. Duncan's, this is a hard word, dental marks, say that. Nor the jury ever saw the damning video evidence of Dr. West creating the evidence used to convict Mr. Duncan. So this guy got railroaded bad.
Yeah. I don't know if there were bite marks until he pressed those molds in there, right?
They said it might have been bite marks, but they
might have is not bite marks.
There's no photos of it.
So I'm saying that there were no bite marks. Mm-hmm. Just my opinion. There were no bite marks until he pushed those teeth molds in there.
Yeah. And this is 93. We had cameras that took good pictures then.
Right.
The body should have had photos of it before they started anything. And I don't think they did it, or they didn't release the photos anyway. So not till after they pressed those fake teeth in there, did we get photos.
Well, experts.
They got to be smart looking, right?
Yeah.
Boost their street cred and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Similarly, these words are getting me today, Juice.
It's okay. Drink more tea.
All right. Likewise, Dr. Hayne, who failed to pass the forensic pathology credentialing test, erroneously concluded that Mr. Duncan had sexually assaulted and forcibly drowned Haley. 2 board-certified forensic pathologists testified at the 2024 hearing that Dr. Hayne's autopsy was careless, superficial, and contrary to accepted practice, and that his conclusions were false and scientifically unsupported.
What is up with this guy's defense attorney?
Why didn't they should be burning the courthouse down.
Yes.
So I'd be standing up saying, hey, you waving something around. You know what I mean? So,
that, to me, that right there is one of the problems with having a public pretender.
Well, we've done this before. They work for the DA.
I know.
Which is a setup to begin with.
Yeah. That's why you somehow, some way, if you get in trouble, I suggest you hire your own private defense attorney.
I know some people are broke, but if you've got to mortgage houses or whatever.
Because you can't rely on a public pretender.
You're going to be on death row for 27 years. At any time, his death warrant could have been pulled.
Yeah.
Right? It could have been signed or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
It would have been a mess. There's a fly in here.
I know. It's aggravating me.
It's 30 degrees outside. Where's the fly come from?
I don't know.
But, I don't know. Anyway. All right. Back to this. 1 in 4 people exonerated since 1989 were wrongfully convicted based on false or misleading forensic evidence, according to the National Registry of Exonerations. Mr. Duncan's case is a stark example of how unreliable forensic evidence can lead to wrongful conviction. Until today, Mr. Duncan was the only known person still on death row as a result of the flawed testimony of Doctors Hayne and West. Remember this one we did a while back where the main defendant got exonerated. Remember that? You worked on that one with me down in South Alabama.
Yep.
The main defendant got exonerated. So our guy was like a secondary defendant.
Yeah.
And he's still in jail.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. Because if you look at the stuff that we had access to, he should be just as free as the other guy.
I don't know why that was that one kind of disturbed me a little bit. I'm going, why is he still in jail? Now he's got a paid lawyer, so maybe they're doing their thing. It's slow. Untie not knot is slow when you get convicted.
Well, I don't think he had a lot of help.
The lawyer?
No, when we talked to the one woman, I don't think she was good with us, was going to let us get all the info. And then.
Oh, down in South Alabama?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
So none of that evidence, none of that stuff she has in that shed down there has been reviewed any law enforcement or anybody.
No, none of it.
They never even talked to her, right? Back when this original thing happened. That's crazy, man.
And she has boxes upon boxes upon boxes, and she won't even give it to the defendant's attorney.
She wouldn't let it. Did she let you walk in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
She would let us do it, and then all of a sudden she's like, nope.
Can they compel her to let people in?
Yes, they can.
With a subpoena or whatever. Maybe they did. I don't know. But we'll see. All right. Here we go. An incentivized jail informant. What's this headline says? It said the jailhouse informant testimony, another leading contributing factor to wrongful convictions, also played a role in Mr. Duncan's case. At trial, the jury heard from a man who had been briefly incarcerated with Mr. Duncan, who claimed that Mr. Duncan confessed to the alleged crime while in jail together.
I'm not taking the word of anybody in that jail or the prison system when it's something like this.
A stool pigeon?
Yeah, I don't like snitches. I can't stand snitches. I didn't like snitches when I was a cop.
When you're on the other side, right?
Yeah, I didn't like snitches when I was a cop. I didn't like snitches in the jails. I don't like snitches at all. I grew up with people snitching on me. I don't like snitches because they're trying to give you the little, look at this over here while I go and do this dirt over here.
And I get some benefits or whatever
and that's exactly what happened there.
Right. So the post-conviction investigation by Mr. Duncan's pro bono team revealed that this informant had sought leniency from the state for his own criminal charges in return for his testimony at trial, a fact not disclosed to Mr. Duncan's trial counsel or the jury. So in Alabama, it's a law. They have to disclose it to the jury if you're getting a deal.
They have
to. I guess here, wasn't it? This Mississippi or Louisiana?
Louisiana.
Okay. I got confused because they sent the body to Jackson, Mississippi.
Right.
Does Baton Rouge not have their own forensic people?
Yes, they do.
Why did they send it up to Mississippi then?
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense to me at all.
I don't think it can be assigned wherever, I think. I don't think it has to be a specific medical examiner.
But I would think Baton Rouge or New Orleans had competent doctors down there that could handle this.
Sure they do.
Instead of these two Keystone cops that they sent it to.
Sure they do. But you have to remember that was 27 years.
Mm-hmm.
The police department in NOLA was rampant with criminals.
Oh, yeah, they had issues.
Oh.
They still do today. But
yeah, not like they did back then.
It's better post-hurricane down there.
Yeah.
Because everybody left. But
yeah.
But I think they're doing better.
Yeah, they were organized crime is what NOLA Police Department was back then.
Now, my wife lived there for a while when she was young, and she said you could trust the criminals more than you could the cops.
Absolutely.
Back in the day. So
absolutely.
She was there in the 90s, I think. This was about this time, probably. Yeah. So late 80s, 90s. She went to college down there. So yeah, I think they're doing better now. The promise or expectation of receiving leniency or other benefits in exchange for testimony creates a strong incentive for witnesses to lie, and has played a role in 19% of the Innocence Project's exonerations and releases today. In many cases like this, these benefits are never disclosed to the court. So we had another case we talked about, the young guy that got in a fight and he killed a kid up in Massachusetts. I don't know if you were part of that one.
I don't think so.
But in Massachusetts, too, that you have to disclose.
Yeah.
You have to tell the jury, hey, this guy is getting special benefits.
Yeah.
For this testimony.
Which it should be disclosed.
Yeah, because it gives weight, right?
Yep.
And some states, I guess it's not, which is ridiculous.
It should be across all the states.
But if you're a good public pretender, though, and you're doing your cross-examination, you bring that question up, right? You're like, hey, are you getting benefits?
I guess you could, unless it can't.
The judge says don't.
If you're directed not to.
A doggy out there, that's the neighbor's dogs. So, yeah. So we got another one in Alabama, Charles McCrory. He spent decades in prison for the murder of his wife, convicted on the strength of bite mark evidence. It says that this is bad science, bite mark science. The only way what I've read bite marks, the only way it's really beneficial is if you have a significant deformation to your teeth.
Yeah, it has to be something that it's not common.
Right. I know John Grisham is a fiction writer.
Right.
But he was a lawyer and worked for the DA's office. And he wrote a book. He had one of his fiction books. I can't remember the name of it, where he brought this up, bite mark, junk science and all that. So, and I think he was basing it off of this story that we read in Louisiana. So
I would think it's you could use it if it's something that there's no question they're your chiclets.
You got a half tooth or a split tooth.
Yeah.
But if you got a mostly intact, but if there's a body without bite marks, and then all of a sudden bite marks show up.
That's, FBI calls that a clue.
But in my studies and training, bite marks pre-death are different than bite marks post-death.
Right.
Because of the bruising doesn't work the same when there's no blood pressure. Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. These guys, I think they should have to go in and do 27 years in Angola.
I think so too.
Hey, we get to
and not on death row in general population.
Go hang out, and they get the word out. Hey, you screwed a guy.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a rough 27 years if you make it that far.
Well, too bad for them. That's what they get.
So this one's rough, man. We had a rough one in Alabama where the kid got killed on his last day in prison the other day.
Oh yeah.
And then we got this one. I don't think the system is corrupt overall. I still trust the legal system for the most part, but you've got to do your homework and get the right lawyer, man.
Yeah, don't go with a public pretender.
I know you can't help it sometimes, but these public pretenders work for the DA.
Yep.
They're going to roll over and play dead.
And there's a lot of attorneys out there that'll do a pro bono.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did here, but it's after 27 years.
You got to try everything. Have your family try everything. Don't just stick with a public pretender.
Right.
Don't.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else on this juice before we go? No public pretenders, obviously.
Yeah, none of them.
All right. We're going to get off here, and we'll be back with another episode here in just a bit. Say bye, Juice.
Bye, Juice.